Hello fam, welcome back. In the last video we talked about rose production, and if you haven't watched that video, I'll leave the link in the description below so that you can do the same. In this video we are going to talk about roses and what it takes to produce quality flowers. Welcome. Have you ever asked yourself what it takes to produce such a beautiful flowers like the one behind me? In this video we are going to see some of the things that needs to be done right for you to have such flowers. Water is a very integral part in producing roses, and here we can see we have the main tank, which is the black tank, that then distributes water into these distribution tanks that now deliver water to the respective beds in the greenhouse. The water must be of high quality. It should not be having any kind of contaminants, salts, pollutants, or anything that might have detrimental effect on our roses. We deliver the water to the roses using drip lines, which is a better way to save water and to have an efficient irrigation system. Temperature is another important aspect when it comes to producing roses. You have to get it right, and the optimum temperature for the best quality roses is 30 degrees centigrade. If the temperature goes too high or too low, it will result in damaging the crop, which is an economic loss. In the greenhouse we have these devices that we use to measure the temperature and the relative humidity. So if the temperature goes above 30 degrees centigrade, and this is mostly during the day, in this case you'll open these curtains so that you let air in, then this will reduce the temperature in the greenhouse. But during the night, temperatures can drop to very lower degrees, and this can result in a negative impact on the crop, and therefore you need to close the curtains so that you conserve the heat that's within the greenhouse. Apart from the temperature, we've seen that the measuring device also take readings on the relative humidity, and roses require relative humidity of 60 to 70% relative humidity. This is very important as it has impact on the quality of flowers that you'll get, and the curtains on the far ends of the greenhouse also play a big role in achieving this relative humidity. When relative humidity is very low, it results in favorable condition for most pests to thrive, especially spider mites and aphids that affect roses. But on the other hand, when it's very high, it creates favorable condition for most diseases to thrive. Therefore, it's important that you get this right if you want to reduce other costs like controlling pests and diseases. You need to get the relative humidity right. It is important to know that roses cannot withstand temperatures less than 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, it is important to know that temperature has the very effect on the time period that it will take from cutting back the roses to flowering. Also, it will affect the length of the stems of your cuttings and also the size of the flower. Another important parameter that you need to take recordings of in the greenhouse is the chlorophyll content. Here you need to determine the amount of chlorophyll in the leaves. As we know, leaves are manufacturing sites for food and energy, and therefore when you determine the amount of chlorophyll, it will be able to tell you what amount of fertilizer you need to supplement the flowers with, so that they produce the right quality of flowers. And there is a special chlorophyll meter that can be used to do the same. Also, it is important to note that roses require 6 hours of full sunlight for them to produce flowers, and if you can't achieve these 6 hours, then you need to supplement them with artificial lighting. But in most cases, in most parts of the world, it is possible to achieve 6 hours of sunlight, and therefore there is no need for artificial lighting. There you have it, folks. If you implement these strategies, you'll enjoy those beautiful flowers and get to appreciate the kind of work that is put into achieving this type of farming. If you found this video helpful, I'd encourage you to like, subscribe, and share for more contents in the near future. Until there, I'll see you on the next video, where we'll talk about pruning and bending in roses. Thank you.